Didn't make it.
All right, Broncos Country. It is time. It is halftime. We are tied at 7, and in a game that we think that this. I mean, in my opinion, my humble opinion, David and Captain, you tell me this should be a 16-7 game right now, and it's a rough spot to be in, being tied at 7. But hey, it's tied at 7 in a game that we were supposed to lose in the national media's eyes. We are still in this. Our defense is playing absolutely fantastic. And we have lots to talk about. Hit up those comments and let us know what you feel. This is the halftime hash here at Bourbon Broncos No BS, as we bring you everything that we saw in the first half and what we think is going to be changed in the second half. David, let's start with you. How are we feeling about this first half?
It's kind of more or less what I expected. You got one big play out of Jarrett Stidham. You're not really seeing him have that ability to make plays with his legs the way Bo Nix can, but we knew that going in. We're seeing New England send a lot of pressure after him, and it's going to be up to this offensive staff to be able to come up with answers to that in the second half. I think if they do that, the Broncos are going to walk away heading to the Super Bowl with this one.
Yeah, no, everything I've seen from Jarrett Stidham, when we were able to protect him and keep him clean, the numbers show Stidham's making the reads. He's reading the defense. We saw him scramble with the football, right? It looked very Bo Nix-like a couple times there, especially that one good rush he had. He's taking defenders off the ball by looking away, right? He's doing the things that you wouldn't expect a backup quarterback to really be capable of. So if there's one adjustment that Sean Payton needs to find a way to make in the second half, it's not defensively. Defensively, they're doing their job. It's find a way to keep the pocket clean. Find a way to get these guys to stand up against the pressure because they're going to continue to bring that pressure. So whatever that looks like, if you send the receiver, less down the field to use in pass protection, whatever that looks like, I don't know. But there's got to be a way to pick up an extra defender, stop the pass rush, and give Stidham a chance. Because when you give him a chance, man, he's stepped up and he is looking good when he's staying clean. Now, obviously, when he's under pressure, under duress, that's when you're seeing those bad decisions be made. And that's what you would expect from a guy who hasn't started from 2024, right? Yeah. So, look, you're right, Jared. This game should be 16 or even 17-7. I don't know. But the fact that it's tied right now, the defense is standing up. Drake May does not look comfortable. The passes are off. They're not catching the ball. And I think it's getting cold out there, guys. Jared, I was telling you in the pregame show, it wasn't too bad, whatnot. The wind is picking up. It is getting cold out there. You get these guys tired. We are still freaking in this game.
Yeah, there's a lot to play in this. This is crazy. Obviously, 7-7 at halftime. A lot of people are not expecting this. The only reason it's 7-7 is because of the turnover by Jarrett Stidham. But I'm going to go through some of these comments. Kathleen, Kevin's stressed, as you can tell. He's doing the offensive lineman hitting his head, where we look at him like, you're crazy. Like, stop doing that. John from London, Bo leaves and believes that there's a lot of love for Bo in the building right now. Terry, I can't agree with you more. I can't believe that we went for that. We should have gotten the points where we could. And regardless, even as they were lined up, most of the time I'm on Sean's side on this. And most of the time I'm like, you got to go for the big plays. It's a big game. You got to take chances. Yeah. We were well within our right to take the points there. We should have taken the points. He's dropping back too far. Look, City is a guy that has long legs, a lot longer than Bo's. And so when you're talking about dropbacks, you kind of have to expect that, and the offensive line just may not be ready for it. But also the interior of the offensive line, Miners letting up a big block, Ben Powers letting up a big block earlier in the game twice. And there's a level of we went into this game thinking that we could take these one-on-ones, and I think we severely underestimated what they were going to bring on the defensive line side. And I think they're doing the thing. All right, let's get some. New England looks stressed. They are. They came in a lot more excited and confident than I think they should have been. He's a little bit off target on some of his throws. I think that one throw over the middle towards the end of the second half. It's just early.
It was just early on that throw. He had to let go of that ball too soon.
He had to let go of it too soon, but the guy was open. And so here's the problem: is Here's the issue that I have with it is that yes, he had to let go of it earlier than he was expecting to be able to make the read. But if he saw the read, he still has to lead the receiver. And so there's a level of yes, he threw it behind the guy. It could have been picked off, unfortunately, or fortunately for us, it didn't. But he should have still read the receiver wide open. He should have got the guy the ball. But again, this is what happens when you have a backup quarterback in there. Other than that, I think Stidham's been showing very, very good. And obviously the big pass to Marvin Mims to get us a touchdown, get us into the touchdown range, and then the wide open play call, by the way, Sean Payton for the amazing play call to get the touchdown on that. I just absolutely feel like we have a chance in this game, and our defense is playing. And the only reason they have a touchdown right now is because the overturned or the turnover. If it wasn't for that, this would be a 7-0 game. If it wasn't for that, we'd be able to keep driving down the ball. Look, we got to keep control and not do turnovers.
Drake May has done absolutely shit in this game, and I don't care. I'm going to curse because this is the AFC Championship game. I don't care. And I've been drinking, so filter is gone. Drake May, the all-beloved Drake May, who's nicknamed after himself, has looked like absolute garbage this game, right? The fact that Jarrett Stidham looks better in a lot of these situations than Drake May is absolutely shit. And to say that the Broncos don't have a chance in the second half, if anyone out there is saying that, you are freaking wrong. Again, this is actually a really good time. You go into halftime, it's tied up, thankfully, because of the defense. And you say, hey, Stiddy, take a breath. Right? You made some mistakes. We got this. It's a new ball game when you go out there in the second half. And again, if you can find a way to get some extra protection for Stiddy there, and you get some of these other opportunities for some deep passes, that's going to open up the run game like we've seen. And hats off to RJ for making some runs, McLaughlin for making some runs. It really sucks that Pat Bryant is injured again with a hammy. Not expecting to see him back in this game at all. The fact that this guy can't stay healthy, I feel for this guy because, 2 concussions in 3 weeks and then to get a hammy at the beginning of the game again, that just freaking sucks. But we still have plenty of playmakers. We have opportunities out there. It boils down to we got to get protection for Stiddy. If we find a way to make that happen, guys, we have a freaking chance to win this game. And I appreciate everybody in the crowd right now. Obviously, people probably aren't watching us from the stadium, but man, the crowd is clearly really loud and really into this game. So keep that energy up. And I know I'm screaming all the incompletes and first downs and everything from home as well. So.
Yeah, David. Before I take it to you, I'm just going to anger translate Kevdan here. In the aspect of Kevin's super angry and frustrated, but the defense has been doing their job. Drake May has not been able to find a rhythm, and we have to keep that up. We have to be able to get pressure to him, but we also have to find something on the offensive side that gets Stiddy a little bit better choices on the quick game. You saw it there leading into the second half before he had that missed field goal. He had some quick shots downfield, 5-yard gains to a quick slant. RJ Harvey's running really hard. He's getting some passes in the backfield, and I think it's working very well. David, how do you feel?
I am mostly encouraged. You have seen in the first half the evidence that the offense can be functional if they can just get over a couple of these issues. They've got the playmakers to do it. They match up well enough against New England that they are not going to be taken out of the game by New England's defense in the second half. They just have to not take themselves out of the game. Now, that's really the key. Don't turn the ball over. Don't take yourselves out of the game. Like you guys were saying, take points when you have the chance to take points. Kick field goals that are hopefully a little bit shorter than 54 yards, and you got this game.
Yeah, at the bare minimum, this should be a 10-7 game. If we're going to what ifs, at the bare minimum, 10-7 game. We make that field goal inside. We took a chance. It didn't work out. It is what it is. But look, the defense is doing what they need to do, and it's not their fault that they got the ball on the 15-yard line. It's just not. And that's what happens. Like you saw a rookie play from RJ Harvey, which it's funny because they got the flag and they got the penalty, but it ended up being no yards or no extra down. Like he stepped out of bounds and he touched the ball, but it was incomplete anyway, so it didn't matter. But still a rookie play from RJ Harvey. You see the Stidham like backwards pass situation because he's floating backwards as he throws it, and the ball's going with him. It's just a weird situation, but yeah, there's a lot of like small things that is going on. Ken thinks Sean Payton. Ken is a big proponent of hating on the coaching staff. Appreciate you, Ken, but yeah, he's a big proponent of this. Sean Payton losing the game. All right, yeah, we should have kicked it. I agree with you. Step up for the Denver Broncos. Jose, I appreciate you. I really appreciate that. Gary thinks we're getting a win. Broncos have been a late game team all season. I think that's the situation. Kev, over to you.
Yeah, okay. Look, I'm okay with going for it on that fourth down. I really am. But just keep it simple. And see, Ken, I can see where you're saying the ego thing. The timeout, I really think the timeout indicated to New England's defense, we're not going to just run it up the middle for the yard. We're going to do something fancy, right? The fact that it took you that long to come up with the play tells the other team, we're going to do something exotic here. We're trying to figure something out. If it was Bo Nix, yeah, okay, you have more options. In that case, dude, just go for the 1 yard. Put McLaughlin in there, put RJ Harvey, or just sneak the football. I get that, you want to protect your quarterback because he's already the backup, right? You don't want him to get hurt. But, dude, if you're going to go for it, just freaking go for it. As soon as you start to timeout, we got to think about this. Now you're giving them time to rest. You're giving them time to think about it and time to think about, hey, they're probably going to do something other than just a run up the middle. If they had just kept it simple, I think we would have gotten that first down, and who knows what would have happened.
Yeah, we got Sean here. Big second half defense needs to get to May more. I think May is shook. Even after his touchdown run, he's still shook. He's not getting what he needs to do. The Lutz is typically clutch. Yeah, absolutely. It's weird that he missed that. It was at the distance. He was just a little bit far right.
He'll get his chance. He'll get his chance. I feel like he'll get his chance to make up for that at the end of this game.
Yeah, and we talked about it too. Like there was a Cortland Sutton drop that everyone was like, "Come on, Court, man!" Like this is over and over and over again. And he comes back and has a big catch later on. So like, get it out of the way. Let's get out of the way now and let's make it when it counts. I don't agree with you, Ken. I think this is probably a 10-7 game, right? With a miss, I got to admit, like that's going to be a miss. I think regardless, and we should have taken the points earlier on. And then you can't do anything about the turnover. That is what it is. Those are fluke plays, and that happens, man. Like I think this should be a 10-7 game.
We can sit about and talk about the hypotheticals all day. I feel like the Broncos are in a great position right now because you're going into the second half, and literally all of the pressure is on the Patriots right now. All of the pressure is on the Patriots to say we beat the team with the backup quarterback like we were supposed to. We were supposed to be, worth the 5.5-point favorites or whatever in this game. All the pressure is on them, and now you're tied at halftime. Now you're tied at halftime in a game that you were supposed to come in and win. The Broncos just play free. Play free and go win this game. That's it.
Yep. No, I totally agree with you, man. Like, be themselves, right? Again, it goes back to find protection for Jarrett Stidham and give him a chance. The defense is doing everything they can. Man, that Hufanga almost near pick, dude, like that would have been so perfect. But again, these guys are doing exactly what we expect them to do. Everything that we said, keys to the game, stopping the run, getting to the Drake May and shaking him early, we've done those things. So let's go make this happen. Get in the second half, find a way to stop the Patriots from getting any points on the board in their first drive as they receive the ball to get the kickoff. And dude, we're 30 minutes away from the Super Bowl.
Yeah, this is huge, man. Like defense steps up, and I think they get a turnover in the second half. I think they're ready for it, and I think they've been watching the film in the halftime. In the 15 minutes we've been drunkenly talking about this, I think they're looking at the film, and they're going to be able to get to Drake May and get that turnover, whether it be a strip sack of some sort or some sort of strip or an interception. I think they're ready for it, and I think this defense can do it. So, yeah, absolutely. I think 30 minutes away from the Super Bowl is amazing to feel. 7-7 right now, and then it's a brand new game in the second half. We just got to go out there and execute, and I think we can. I think we have the opportunity to do it. We got to get out there and go do the thing.
And it is kickoff time, my friends.
Let's get at it, guys.
Before we do this, I gotta bring in a special guest. Mila.
Special guest? This is going to be worth it, guys. Don't go away. I know kickoff's about to happen. Don't go away quite yet because this will get you amped up.
Here, who's been really excited watching the game with me, and she's really excited to end this with a very strong
Go Broncos!
See you later, guys.